So Taylor, do you take any responsibility in your part in this? Because like your mom said, you were intoxicated.
Oh, yeah.
When we're intoxicated, we might say things that we don't actually mean, or even if we mean them, we might hold our tongue because we know, hey, let's not instigate. So do you see that?
Yeah, well, when it had happened is, yeah, we were intoxicated, and like I said, I'm not that violent person. So when she started popping off at the mouth at me, I was like,
mouth, though.
I was like, look, I don't hold my tongue for anyone. Yes, if I feel disrespected.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, we know.
We saw that. Wait a minute, Taylor, now just 5 minutes ago, you were like, I don't cause any confrontation.
Okay,
I'm just chilling like a villain.
I will not start it, but I will not hold my tongue. I will not hold my tongue.
Okay, Taylor.
Well, Michelle,
Won't hold my tongue.
Michelle, have you always had a tough relationship with your daughter?
I have. I mean, Taylor was about 3 years old. She moved in with my dad, but I've always been there, always. You know,
but Taylor's your mom. You've always had a.
Taylor and I are very much alike, though, with our like attitudes and stuff like that. Like we're very stubborn. We bump heads a lot.
What were you like at her age?
20. I mean, I was graduating from high school at the age of 16, a year early. I had 2 kids at that time.
Wow.
2, and I still got up every morning and went to school every morning.
By the age of 20?
At 16. At 16. Wow. 16. I finished school a year early. Everything. So by the age of 20. Taylor and her younger sibling, her daughter, my other daughter, was living with my father at the time. So I had another child, though. And if, in all honesty, if I wouldn't have got pregnant with my oldest son, I can't say where I would be right now, because that was a big eye-opener for me, because I had already signed over my rights to my 2 other children to my dad. Because at that time, I couldn't provide for them. You know, I didn't have stable housing. My dad had it all, though.
And you want to make sure that your children stay with the family.
Exactly, exactly. My dad stepped in. He took them the whole time, you know.
And through that time, you had a relationship with them.
I was still, yes, I was still there all holidays, you know, out the blue. Taylor could get into an argument with my dad or my stepmom. She'd call me. I was the one that came to the rescue to come pick her up, no matter what time it was at night, still, you know.
Did that happen often, though? Did she constantly get into arguments?
She would. I mean, Taylor's the type, if it doesn't go Taylor's way, she's not happy.
Oh,
Right.
That's always been the issue?
Always.
Yeah, I want to know about school.
Taylor
I want to
had a
know
lot of
why
things
Taylor
needed
didn't
to
go
her.
to school. Why didn't you finish school, and how much more do you have to go?
Well, it kind of started off like, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of started off
Well,
like.
you can't, because I know everything about you.
Well, I know.
So what? How much longer did you have before you were done?
About a semester.
Oh my God, you couldn't stick it out for a semester?
Well, I started having issues, and I would say I stopped because I was in a legit high school. So I stopped going.
You were in a what? In a what high school?
Like a legit high school. So hear me out. I went to a high school.
A legit high school?
No attitude intended. No attitude intended, I promise you.
What's a legit?
I was just trying to understand. You meant a legitimate high school.
Taylor went to a regular high school for 4 years. But because she didn't finish high school in those 4 years, she had to go to an alternative.
Right.
You know, to where she could try to finish off that 5th, you know, year, the little semester. It's like an adult education building. It's like, that's where she
So
ended up
Taylor,
having
you
to
said
go.
you had some issues. What do you mean by issues? What were you having?
Well, I like to sleep in, so most of the time.
No, that's not an issue. That's not an issue.
That's not issues.
That's just being lazy, girl.
That's because she's up all night long.